Kahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and attention I come doing his work, and true sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, we'll do this lesson. Okay, just listen to different videos today, while being at the job, you know, and Salakia. I just went through a lot of economy videos, all right, car dealership videos, okay, um, and housing videos, man. All right, and the verdict is, that America, all right, currently is unaffordable, man. Okay, the unaffordability of America right now is at an all-time high. Okay, and you could think that's thanks to your Federal Reserve, all right, with the infinite money printing. Okay, all right, leading to inflation. Okay, then you got the instability. All right, with the immigration going on. All right, so you got a lot of these so-called illegal, all right, aliens that was working for cheap. You know, now they're not allowed to be hired anymore. All right, they're getting deported. All right, so the slave labor class is being taken away. All right, increasing in more and more prices. Okay, then you got all these layoffs. All right, that's going on. Okay, so hey, affordability, is completely out of the window right now. Okay, totally out the window. And then you got the Esau and these businesses are just being uh, outright greedy. Because they know that they can get away with all this goddamn price gouging and shit. And a lot of that shit started around the Crown Royale. So it's partially the inflation, but it's also partially, all right, the greed of these people, man. Okay, and why are they so fucking greedy? All right, because they got publicly traded companies, which means they have shareholders, all right, which they have to make happy. A lot of the time when these companies do all these layoffs and shit, all right, and taper shit down and limit overtime and all this shit at these jobs, all right, is because they have shareholders, man. And with the shareholders, you always have to maximize your profits with your company, man. Okay, so yeah, if you work with a publicly traded company, you're gonna get your insurance. You're gonna get your 401k, all right, but your hours gonna get cut, all right, and people are gonna be laid off, man. All right, if they become unprofitable. Okay, and I don't mean unprofitability, to where, you got a company and you're making the same amount of money every year, you know, that's profitable. No, these people, what they greedy asses do is they scale higher and higher, man. Okay, because they have that they have the Visa and Mastercard. All right, they got that debt system that they can reach into anytime they want to or need to. And it's mainly when they want to, not when they need to. And they scale these fucking businesses up so goddamn high. So it's what a point, like, motherfucker, do you always think you're gonna be able to profit more and more? But that's the fucking devil for you. Had you have sat your ass down, and made the money that you could have continually, you would have been fine. you know. But since you are a greedy bastard, now everybody got to get laid off. You know, not a whole damn company got to shut down. You got to go right back to the one store that you had. All right. All right, and it's just mass inaffordability all across the United States, and everything that you do, from the small things that you buy at the grocery store, okay, all the way up to your housing and your automobiles, man. Completely outrageous. New cars, all right, they ain't even considered luxury vehicles now, average at 50K, 45K, all right, for a regular ass car, man. That's bone stock, you know? And then guess what? 3 months later, you at the goddamn dealership, all right, with a damn lemon, man. You had paid 50K, all right, on an 8% interest rate, and that's low. Okay. Back then, 8% was if you had bad credit. Now that's the kind of interest loans you get now with superb credit. You know, it's completely outrageous, man. But here it is that same car you paying $600 a month, all right, $400 in insurance, $1,000 a month that's a damn mortgage, man. You know, you paying that shit and your damn car break down, man. Hey, man, that should make a motherfucker, go crazy, man. You paying all these damn monthly notes, all right, and the car that you purchased ain't even a decent, reliable damn vehicle, man. You know, but then you just got to deal with it. If you're in Babylon, you can't just do no lawsuit. All right, you can't just turn the fucking car in, and get your damn money back. You know, but that's this wicked ass system, that this devil set up, man. All right, a fucking big ass con game, man. I heard seen this video had played. It's a San Francisco $700 pods refer to a controversial budget-friendly housing trend where tech workers and entrepreneurs rent tiny capsule-like sleeping spaces for around $700 a month. Okay, and that's in San Francisco, man. All right, people are buying fucking pods. All right, okay, to live and sleep in. Okay, because San Francisco is too unaffordable. California is way too unaffordable, man. And these are people that are making, six figures a year. All right, they can't even afford to live. Okay, they gotta live in a damn pod. All right, like a damn homeless person, man. Okay, and do you think it's gonna be quiet in them pods? Do you think the pods are gonna be clean and shit and sanitized? You know, absolutely not, man. And that ain't even a human way to live. In a goddamn pod, man. Gad and Reuben weren't living in no damn pods when Esau brought his bitch ass over here. You know, but here it is, man. Esau is the beginner of civilization. Okay, Esau is the great innovator. Okay, he's this and he's that. All right, but here it is. This devil got people living in a damn pod, man. In 2025, you know, the further we go, all right, into this society, the more things are being taken away from you people. You people don't got land, all right. You don't got no freedom. You don't got family. You don't got a submissive wife. All right, your kids are fucking ashamed and rebellious. So I mean, what did you really get from this technology that this devil promised you? Okay, what did you get from this so-called modern society? All right, because the people are more fucking depressed. All right, they're more sicker than ever. Okay, they tired, they stressed out. So I mean, what the hell, you know? But Esau is so busy bragging and boasting, all right, about his fucking technology. All right, and he's bragging and boasting how this country ain't a shithole. How it ain't a shithole, and you living in fucking pods, man, for $700 a month. How is that not shithole? You know, this place is a fucking shithole. All right, it's just a nicer looking fucking shithole, man. All right, damn lies from the damn devil, man. This article It's a viral post. Okay, hold on. A viral post claims 140K is the new poverty line. Here's the math. Okay, and we ain't got to do the math. All right, 140K is the new poverty line, man. Okay, so saying if you make 140K, all right, your household, all right, you right at the poverty line, man. Okay, and depending on what state you in America, all right, this is very true. Anywhere outside of the South, you fucking poverty, man. You on the West Coast, the East Coast, okay, you're gonna be in trouble. If your household make 140K, and Jake, see, we don't know what the real poverty line is, man. All right, because we made something out of poverty, you know. In our minds, in Jake mind, in Babylon, as long as you got something to eat, all right, and you got food, well, I just say it's something to eat. But if you got food, all right, you got a car, you got two cars, your mom and your dad got a car, all right, and you grow up in a house with a mom and a dad, that's considered good living, you know. If you got reduced lunch or free lunch, I had free lunch. I never paid for lunch at school my entire life, you know. But hey, I wouldn't have considered myself being in poverty. I would have said I had a good life, a good living. But see, that's what you Jakes don't understand. Esau don't live like that, you know. Well, they just starting to live like that, but previously they didn't live like that, you know. To not be in poverty line, that means that you can pay for your kids, college tuition. All right, you got the money to save up to pay for your kids to go to school from being a freshman all the way to a senior, man. That's when you're not in poverty, okay? And we know how fucking expensive college is, man. It's very goddamn expensive, all right? But you got Edomites that put their kids through school all the goddamn time. Well, not now, all right, not in these times, but previously, all right, in the good old days of fucking America, man. Jake ain't ever been able to do that shit. Maybe one child, all right, usually the daughter, the 3 or 4 daughter, you know, and I'm talking about Northern Kingdom. I ain't even talking about, Southern Kingdom, man. All right, Northern Kingdom be the ones that put their daughters in college and all that shit, you know, because they save every goddamn penny, you know, but that's still poverty, you know, and that's the whole point of this, like, when we go into the salvation, it's Jake that needs to be saved, you know. It's Israel that needs to be saved. Northern and Southern Kingdom that need to be saved, all right, out of this captivity, man. Okay? Not fucking Esau, man. All right? Shit. Fucking running out of gas. Not Esau that needs to be saved out of fucking poverty, man. All right? I'm gonna have to close this lesson out, do a part two. All right, Shalom.